Alright everyone, so welcome back to the channel. So in this episode, I'm actually going to remove this rear diffuser. I'm not a fan of it. It came on the car. So after getting the car on my ramps, looks like we have right there some Torx and then just a regular like pop out. So if you'll give me a moment, I'm going to reposition my camera and I'm going to take this guy off real quick. All right, everyone, so I got it off, but it looks like I'm gonna need some Goo Gone, some rubbing alcohol, kind of get this. There's some adhesive on it. Also, be careful when you pull it off. I pulled a little too much. I think I got a little gap here, so I'm gonna have to try to reseat that somehow. I think there's something in there that kind of like snaps in. I think I pulled it out. But yeah, I mean, to me, it's gonna look a lot better once I get it cleaned up. So let me get some rubbing alcohol, some Goo Gone. I'll start working on that. Then I'll show you the end result. And then this was the piece. This is like a $400 piece apparently, or something like that. And piece of shit bent right there. I mean, I guess I could probably get a lighter and try to meld that back in together. But I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna use it. Yeah, there's your adhesives. I wish I'd have looked further and known that there was adhesives on there. I didn't realize it was sticking that much. I really wish they wouldn't have done the adhesives and just done it with just the pins. But it is what it is. So yeah, give me a moment, get it down off the ramps, and I'll go from there. All right, so I just applied some rubbing alcohol, just a quick little run over. It's already looking, you know, not as nasty. Still got an area in here to kind of get off, but it looks decent already. And then, like I said, I just need to get some Goo Gone, so let me grab that, start scrubbing that, run some more rubbing alcohol, but I'll show you how it looks after Goo Gone, then another case of rubbing alcohol. All right, so just a little quick update. This is this side after using Goo Gone now. This is the middle piece. I still got a little bit, so what I'm gonna do for that, I'm gonna get some more rubbing alcohol, apply it on there and scrub it down. As you can tell, I still got a little bit there. And I stepped back to look at this because I thought, man, this looks really, really sweet. And when I did, I noticed more that I gotta peel off, but hopefully this one won't be too bad. So give me a moment, finish getting this off. Then, like I said, rubbing alcohol, then I'll show it to you. Then if I need to Goo Gone it one more time, I will. And then I'll probably need some like back to black, and then that should be it. So give me just a moment. All right, so I put the cloth that I was using over this to cover this so I could start doing this. I got some rubbing alcohol and started with that. Then I started just beating the shit out of this. Look at that. That's basically gone now. There's just a little minimalist that I can rub off. And now, if I were to bring this over here, we can see how that's now coming up and coming off. Rubbing alcohol does great stuff. This is the really super damp part. So now, all right, so that's pretty well right now. It looks really good. Like I said, I'll probably do one more round of that. This kind of came off, so let me get back to doing this guy and getting this finished up. All right, everyone. So this is kind of the final results of it. As you can see, I need some back to black, so I'm going to apply that shortly. But yeah, I got that scrubbed down. I got underneath here and got that. Took a minute for that. But yeah, that should be it. And to me, I think it looks a lot better. So give me a moment, do some back to black, and that'll finish up the episode. All right, so I got the Meguiar's Ultimate Black. So hopefully that'll make it look better. So we're gonna apply it here and everywhere else on here, and then I'll come back and show you the end result. All right, so it definitely looks a little bit better. I ended up having to pop this off. You can still see there's a gap. I've got to figure out that. And while I was trying to get this gap out, I kind of scratched it a little bit. It is what it is. If I have to replace the bumper or something at some point in time, I will, but I'm not really gonna stress about it. You know, with it being Magnite gray, it kind of all blends in, and that being black, that's kind of the whole reasoning. So, I mean, this is the best I can get it for right now. I'm not gonna do too much more. I got a car wash my brother is paying for, since he kind of helps me take care of it since I let them drive it a good amount. So I'm eventually going to go take this to the car wash, but it'll probably be tomorrow, not today. This is a Saturday and I just don't feel like it today. Got some other stuff to do around the house. So yeah, let me get the car wash, and once I do that, I'll pop back on here and show you what it looks like after that, and then that'll be the end of the video. Alright everyone, so washed the car the best I could. So let me show you how it looks now. I feel like it looks really, really good. Probably needs a little bit more back to black or whatever. But let's get down here in the nitty-gritty where it actually was. And you can see I have a little bit there I might need to go back and kind of fix from when I pulled it off. But other than that, pull out a little bit. I feel like it looks a lot better than it did compared to before, but that's just me. I'm not really a big fan of the silver for the diffuser. So with that being said, that will be it for this episode of taking off the rear silver grayish diffuser and cleaning it up. Like I said, I noticed I have a little bit more spot to clean up right there, but it's not too bad. So if you like content like this, if you would, just hit the like button, subscribe, and you'll see my future videos I got coming. Got a bunch of them, just got to finish editing them, and I'll start uploading them once a week. Subi out.